Hi, Kris Hanna, Mayor of Marion, reporting to you on this week's General Council meeting. Well, the bit of land I'm standing on now, the former Croquet Club site, has been repurposed. We made a decision on Tuesday night for the Sturt Marion Thunder Soccer Club to be able to use the northern part to play junior soccer matches and also for some training, and perhaps walking soccer as well, which is a new and growing sport. When I say junior matches, we're talking about under 10s or maybe under 6s, little kids, but there's enough room for a junior pitch here. And of course, that'll be next to where the Marion Tennis Club is to be relocated. When the basketball stadium project went ahead, it was necessary for Marion Tennis Club to relocate, also part of this broader sports precinct. And Marion Council and the Marion Tennis Club agreed that the best site would be next to Sturt Road, where they could use the old Croquet Clubhouse. So things are falling into place in this sports precinct. As for the basketball stadium, the big decision will be coming in March when we finally get a price tag on the potential build and decide whether we can afford it or not. We discussed some of the grants that are available, and there was good news and bad news. The bad news was in relation to a solar panel car park we were hoping to have for the Marion Outdoor Pool and also the Marion Administration Centre, the council building. This is like they have at Castle Plaza, and there are some at Flinders University as well, where there are solar panels on top of shelters so that the electricity can be used for the facility while all the cars get to park under the shade. So it's a great idea. And we were hoping to get matching funding, but that didn't eventuate. However, we won't give up. We'll keep hold of that idea and maybe come back later with it. On the other hand, we had some great news for the expansion of our Marion Water project. We actually have quite a major project where we not only water dozens of reserves from water stored at the Oaklands Reserve, but we also sell our water to other parties now, even outside the council area. So we've had a grant to help us extend that pipeline network, the purple pipes they call them, even further south. And finally, on a note of closure for the Abbeyfield saga. This was a historic matter where originally an old folks' home, the property in Edwardstown was given to a number of adults with disabilities for them to have a share house arrangement. There was controversy a couple of years back when Marion Council said that the property would be better looked after by a disability accommodation provider, and there was an uproar from the parents and carers of the residents because they felt that the care would be less than with council looking after the property. However, we've always put the residents first and foremost in our consideration. And after a lot of politicking and angst, in the end, the state government is taking on ownership of the property. Marion Council will keep a share of it, and if it's eventually sold, then we'll get our fair share back from that. But meanwhile, the state government will organise a disability accommodation provider or similar to look after the property on a day-to-day basis once the current lease with another organisation runs out on 30th of June. So it's all a bit complicated, but in the end, Marion Council's getting the outcome that we sought, which was for a better standard of management of that property in Edwardstown. That's Abbeyfield House. So that's the highlights from the Marion Council meeting this week.